Hello everyone, hope you guys are doing good. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, July 16th, 2025, and I've had several people ask the question to check into King Charles, to check into his health. So let's just see what's going on, how things are going to go. And I'm using this deck, but not the small version that you get in the tin. It's the regular size. And I might use the Lennies too, but let's see. Okay, so this is interesting to have two majors. So at the heart of the issue, the main thing that's going on, there's something with this lymphatic system here, with the Empress reversed. The biggest challenge at this point with the High Priestess, he might be having some vision problems as well. And, I don't know, maybe, straight up, it's ruled by the moon in Cancer. So again, we're in that place of, digestion, stomach, water problems, hormonal problems, the whole like fluid balance in the body. But I just wonder if it might have to do with some unprocessed emotional problems, like at the core of whatever's going on. It could be that there's some unprocessed emotional work that could relate to his mother, this lifetime and past lifetimes, and just relating to the past is what I'm getting with the High Priestess here. So yeah, and then sometimes too, this card, the High Priestess, can have to do with gout. But yeah, I thought with it being his age, it would be prostate. But let's see what else. So how he's been doing. What's really going on there? Oh yeah, okay. You guys, I don't know what sign he is. Is he a water sign? I honestly don't know. Let's do this so we can get a little more information. Because I do have the Death card here. World, Lovers reversed. Yeah, okay. Actually, let's do it this way, and I can pull a couple off the bottom. Okay, there we go. Enough with the obsessive card display. Okay, so 2 cards off the bottom. All right. So with the 3 of Wands up here, so this to me is like the process. And how things are going to go, and then at the foundation of the reading would be these 2 cards down here. So maybe I should start here. So at the foundation, let's do that with the 10 of Wands reversed. Again, this is another gout card. It's also could be liver problems and high blood pressure, blood sugar issues. With the 2 of Wands coming through reversed, that's interesting. When it comes to health, it's really just more about like the fear of change but it's possible there's like an accident, something like that, if he gets dehydrated and dizzy, that kind of a thing. But this being at the foundation of the reading, I think what these 2 cards together are trying to tell me is that he does have some blood sugar issues going on between this card and then here possibly being an accident where he falls down. So maybe he's having trouble with, falling down, or just because of the blood sugar and getting dizzy, right? Okay, and then the Three of Wands, coming through upright, he's moving along, he's doing whatever treatments the doctors have recommended, he's gone for it. It's about the best way I can say that when that card comes through upright. There is progress. There's movement and progress. With the Page of Wands, they discovered something. The doctors did discover something. With the Queen of Swords reversed, it's a chronic imbalance. And sometimes this is my card for, head trauma or a brain tumor. Could be something like that, especially, yeah. He may have a few things going on. Now, with the Five of Cups, this is definitely a card for illnesses with, bladder, prostate, colon, rectal cancer even. And with the King of Cups, now this, if this is a healthcare professional for him, then he's doing really well. Whomever this person would be is very caring. A very caring, emotionally calm and intelligent and trustworthy, mature man that would be with him until, the time comes or there's other big changes. But and here again, if we're just looking at which area of the body, again, we're in that same area of colon. With the death card, doesn't have to be death. I don't have the Ten of Swords, there. I'll use the Lennies in a little while to see how much longer he has. Because, he's an elderly man, right? That's just the thing. So, okay, but with the death card, again, we're still in that area, like I was saying, it rules, because of Scorpio, rules the bladder and the colon, the prostate, and everything, below the belt. But it is a card of physical changes, and there's a new beginning after that physical change. But with that, we don't have, with the World coming through reversed, something's not right yet. Like there's a problem with completion to move on to the next realm. And so I feel like he's staying on the planet as long as he possibly can, because he's trying to work through some old relationship issues. And I love that, actually. But it could also indicate, because, I'm primarily reading health here, with the Lovers reversed, I think that he might be having, much more considerations about, his relationship with Princess Di. And he doesn't have closure here. He doesn't feel like in this physical realm, and he's trying to work that through. But then again, too, with this being, our Gemini Mercury card, this would be in that area of lungs and breathing and things like that. But still, I feel more about relationships. So, okay, let me use the Lennies real quick. Oh, and this one, hold on, is, in case you want to know which deck, it's the Omnito Lenormand. Or you can call it the Lenormand or the Lennies. But let's get some timing. And how much longer does he have? And of course, all of our prayers for support will help him. Absolutely. Okay. So timing. Or maybe we'll see recovery. Let's look at that too. Let's look at the process. And get timing as to how things go. Okay. Here. Okay, so again, there's movement, especially in making good healthcare decisions. That's interesting with the moon. Yeah, he really is. He's making progress, making good decisions, but he really is, like, trying to work into the emotional issues. That's one of the things is if you take the what's the right word? The initiation, I suppose, the impetus. If you take an illness and work it spiritually, you can really grow. So again, there's movement, abundance. Here's our old age card. Let me see if I can fit, how many more I can fit in here. Here I'm feeling like timing could be like summertime. And the garden card, this is a really, really interesting card where when it comes to timing, of course, it could be the 20th of any month, but it's also our card for, being out in the public or any social event or a national holiday. Now, it would have to be a national holiday in the UK, so you guys have to clue me in on that because I am absolutely not well versed. Yeah, so the national holiday is coming up, but the sun is summertime. Now also, lilies can be wintertime. The fish it can be one of the spiritual cards when it comes to moving forward, flowing in the right direction for him. It could also be a full moon card, and then we do have the moon here, and that is absolutely the most, it could be a month, it could be a full moon cycle. Maybe the crossroad is just telling us about crossing over to the spiritual realm. And it does, because, the movement here, or this could be that we get news that it crosses over into the spiritual realm within that great flow. And when he's at peace in his soul. But what's not here when we're trying to find timing? I don't have any cards here for it being a long time. I don't have the anchor where it would be years and years. I don't have the and I'm glad I don't have the cross card, because that could show suffering. But it also would be a card of like up to 6 months in there. But instead, what we do have, wintertime, but then also summertime. I mean, the lilies is a wintertime card, but it's also a card of purity. You know what else is possible? You guys have told me it's not a traditional Lenormand meaning when it comes to timing, but you've seen the lilies as being Easter. And maybe the sun is saying yes, Easter time, yes. And that would be, I think you guys have the same holiday that we do when it comes to that. Yeah. Now, another thing when it comes to the spiritual level is the lilies is a card that connects with past lives and ancestors. And, it's also a card of like frailty and a really slow recovery. So Yeah, but still, I mean, when he does go, well, all I can say for sure is that when he does go, when he does transition, makes that cross, it's going. His whole family, all of his lineage, and his mother, of course, they're all going to be there with him. His ancestors will be with him, and maybe there'll be a new holiday created in the UK, in England, for just for him. There's that possibility. But for sure, this is definitely a national holiday card for the timing there. We've already gone past summertime. Well, we're in summertime now, actually. And I don't know if you guys have a special holiday in the summer in the UK. Yeah, you'll have to clue me in there. This is where I need help from you guys, is around the holiday. But it looks to me like he's getting very frail through summertime, and then there's this national holiday coming up. Now, that could be, throughout to the end of the year. But it could also be like late summer, which would make it, that would be pretty soon. So anyway, I'll wait and let you guys, I'll wait to hear from you guys about this, because I have a feeling that you guys have the answers. Okay, thank you. Bye.